hours, lying among the little flowers and tough grasses of the scree slopes, watching the clouds' shadows pass across the face of Juve, thinking of nothing. Now there was too much to think of. She was the daughter of the Minstrel of Chemut, her mother told her, and this suddenly meant all kinds of things. Not getting dirty, answering promptly when spoken to, always telling the truth. No more playing with the cowherds. Well, they were gone from the lower huts now, anyway. Headed to the pastures on Alp Chalm, where the grass was ready for the cows. But no more playing all day with Claw and Powell and Dury and Flurin and all the rest. The age of reason, her mother had called it. To Mariarta, it was the age when everyone had reasons you couldn't do what you wanted. These days, instead of going straight out to play, she had to spend 3 hours a day with a tutor. Useless stuff it was. All the people in the musty old books were as dead as Hendry Lotsa, who fell off Juve last month while chasing chamois. And as for the language lessons, she had tried throwing a tantrum. "I don't want to learn Deutsch," she cried, and clung to her mother in the kitchen, burying her face in the embroidered apron. "The words all sound bad, and they don't make sense when you put them together." Mariarta cocked one eye from inside the folds of the apron. She saw her mother looking with a sad face at her father, and her father sighed. "That's as may be, Car," he said, "but you must learn it, or I will beat you." Mariarta sighed and stopped crying. Her father had never beat her, except once. The time the kitchen cauldron full of hot soup almost fell on her. All this meant was that she had to do it whether she liked to or not. It was something not even her father could change. "Is it because I'm the daughter of the Minstrel of Chemut, Bob?" Her father seemed glad of an answer he could agree with. "Yes, and Deutsch is one of the things the daughter of a Minstrel needs to know." "Will you let me learn something else, too?" "What, Car?" "How to shoot." "I'll learn the Deutsche faster if you let me learn how to shoot, too." Her father laughed. Maybe, if you learn the Deutsche well." Mariarta frowned. She had heard her Bob say this, maybe that meant no at town meeting, to people arguing. Hearing it, Mariarta knew her father was waiting for the people having the argument to forget about it, and he would wait as long as he had to. "I don't care," Mariarta had thought. "I'll wait, too, and I'll learn the wretched Deutsche." In her bed, she gazed out into a darkness all afire with stars. Her window faced west by north, and the mountain filled half of it, the sky the rest. Piz Juve was a broad-shouldered mountain, and Chemut was built on one of its lower shoulders, a lump of a ridge with a lumpy top, jutting out over the floor of Val Tavech, just off one side of the road which led to Quom Dalp, the high pass, and the great town of Ur-Sura on its other side. Mariarta wondered whether she would ever see Ur-Sura. It was 9 leagues away over the pass, 2 days' journey. Her Bob went there to talk to the governors, whoever they were. He had brought her home a white ribbon last time, and Claw had stolen it from her, and Mariarta had stolen it back, and almost strangled Claw with it. The white stars of the plow swung above the peaked snows of Juve. Mariarta yawned. Everything was still. The fern had stopped blowing for the moment, and there were only the tiny creaks and sighs of the house cooling and settling for the night. She turned under the straw-stuffed coverlet and fell asleep.